Greetings, everyone. Please give me a moment to make sure everything's set. It's going good. Rumble looks like it's taking a bit of time to start up. Let me double check the computer. Looks like it's taking Rumble a moment to start up. That should be fine. Hopefully that's a replay. The modded map downloaded properly. Yes, it looks like it. Nope, it didn't. Of course it didn't. Oh, let's try that again. But this time with a different person. Great way to start off the day. So it looks like Rumble's still having trouble booting up. There it goes. Let's try to find a different player. I think I did one replay from this player yesterday. Always seemed like it's take a bit of time to find that person. Let's see. Today. I gotta make sure I don't click on the replay I did yesterday. Which I was want to skip because I was sort of tired of seeing Japanese yesterday. And I know I did not do this one, so let's do this one. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another H-Powers 4 replay. Spawn on the left side as the Yellow Holder Empire, we have Aldemar. Spawn on the bottom right side as the Green Order of the Dragon, we have General Ta Hu Hua, with a period at the end. Order of the Dragon versus Holder Empire, similar to a mirror matchup, while also entirely not being a mirror matchup. Especially with the Order of the Dragon having access to guild units. We may see an early gilded spearman harassment. Been seeing that a little bit more often. At this point in time, the Order Dragon effectively has 8% more effective villagers, and his opponent does have access to 40% more effective villagers, up to 7 or 6 it can inspire at a time. And here comes a gilded spearman. The Gilded Spearman will of course provide some decent health regen in order to keep these villagers alive. And he's going to just power through the collection rates. The Prelate just needs to stay in this region and heal up these units, and he can largely ignore the damage dealt. Bring around another round of villagers to help get some more loads of gold so he can abandon the gold mine. And there you go, he does get enough gold for the age up, and it's going to be taxing these villagers back onto the food. Yellow does find only 3 sheep so far. Green's scout finds a lot more than that. He'll be throwing some torches there onto the mining camp. He may need to bring back these sheep as soon as he can, because he's going through all this food very quickly. Here's the Alkin Chapel. Nope. Here comes the Alkin Chapel, which will allow him to get improved food collection rate from the berries, stone, and wood. With the stone and wood being going to be able to be seized pretty quickly, he is Or going to eye for a secondary town center. He may eye for mass fortified outposts, potentially, is a possibility, but I highly doubt that. Let's go to fast forward. We most likely will see, we've got, yep, the Minwerk Palace. We'll give access to a handful of unique technologies. My apologies. And yep, this definitely looks like to me a secondary town center, which you could put next to the berries, or maybe next to this gold. He may need to eye for an archer or two to help engage as spearman, the gilded spearman. Minwerk Palace has been built by one villager. He sees his opponents going for an eco play, so he knows it's safe enough to go for a slower age up and probably gonna eye for some of his own eco. Got the town, not town center, outpost here. He said still gonna have gold, so maybe eyeing for a fast castle, which could be the Regniz Cathedral or could go for the Bolgraf Palace, both for a good possibility. But I have a feeling it's gonna be for Regniz Cathedral. He does deploy out the secondary town center onto the deer deposit, and his opponent will go and pick off these deer and scatter them, not to the winds, but something pretty far away. Cheap will be minorly gathered up there. They're still in the aura of the Akin Chapel. And Green has enough gold right now for the age up, so we could task these villagers off of gold in order to collect some sheep. Archer does get some damage there onto the Gilded Spearman. And there is Regniz Cathedral. His opponent's going to be pretty far away from aging up, since he's just now cooking up gold. Outpost is going on up. It will be in the radius of the 4 emergency repairs, in case it needs those repairs. And looks like the outpost has been garrisoned by that spearman. He's now going to go with Golden Kuras upgrade to make his man-at-arms a bit more stubborn to kill. Now got the Regniz Cathedral now pull on field. Mia goes for Prelate, going down to grab some relics. Yellow is eyeing for some palisade walls there. There's of course one relic. Another relic is in a similar location on the bottom side of the map. Another relic way down south. This one will be encapsulated by Yellow's walls, and his safe one is way back here. Nice and safe. Man-at-arms has been pulled on field. He is going for arrow slots on both these. The arrow slots will offer a bit more damage than just the auto attack arrows. Or the garrison arrows, I should say. Villager is going to encapsulate this relic by building 2 lines of walls. Nice and simple. And Yellow just needs a little bit more gold to age on up. Does get the arrow slit upgrade, which give him a 10 damage arrow, which will help him pierce through the 5 pierce armor. Those extra arrows will only do 1 damage each, hence why he went with the range arrow upgrade as quickly as he did. Because these guys would not take a lot more damage. Almost 50% more damage. Awolo. Oh, looks. I think that Prelate is stuck there, though there may be traversable land here. Green Quartz can crack that open. May just take this wounded. Don't know where the wounded man-at-arms is at. There it is. You take the wounded man-at-arms, start throwing torches onto it. Outpost doing some damage. It'll take a very long time to finish off the man-at-arms. The emergency repairs will keep it nice and healed on up. It does break through those little bit of walls. Wolf getting some fights there. Now Yellow has aged up with the, was it Regniz Cathedral? Yes it is. So now it's a relic war. No, he's one has going for the relics, and he is had a later castle age. He maybe should have gone to the Bolgraf Palace instead. So if he gets one relic, still provides quite a bit of value. The Bulgar Pulse only gives him ×4, ×5 barracks. Now the Wounded Man at Arms and the slightly wounded Gilded Spearmen gain some more torch damage here. The Gilded Spearman, of course, offers less torch damage since he is just the Dark Age variant. Or 24. Nope, no, this torch damage does actually progress by age, not by levels. My bad. I don't know why I thought it was by levels rather than by age. Either way, we do got a crossbow and archer there, and green fallback has claimed 2 relics and picked up another 2. Yellow has only picked up this one here. I'm gonna be throwing inside one of these outposts here. Not really worth it for the extra spot there. May just want to either throw in a separate structure. A little bit more safer until we say it gets a keep in this region, because this is a good area for a keep. There's 3 gold deposits pretty close to each other. Putting a keep right there could help them keep this area secure. I do have some Gilded Knights now in the field. Quickly impales that village, no problem. The lance attack is 46 damage. Got some crossbows now pulled on out. Single Spearman charges way forward as well. Scout does not go down. Or no, that was actually a crossbow that took some damage there. He does have good number of prelates for healing, so you can fall back these Gilded Knights and get them healed on up. Cycle them out back for repairs. A bit of old Command & Conquer style. Thinking more like King's Wrath. Green has scattered a bunch of relics. Looks like 3 inside the cathedral and 1 inside this outpost. He could go for the spring gold and fortify it. And the second site will be captured. Yellow has gone from another round of palisade walls over there. The deer over here have been all been cleaned on up. Palace of Swabia now going on up as well. Which will, of course, give him ability to fabricate villages better. But he will still require quite a bit of resources in order to start make use of the elite and university upgrades. Knights and Scout moving around. We do have the outpost here. Not Garrison Relic, nor Spring Gold, nor any sort of upgrade. Taking quite a bit of time to build some farms now. Maybe a good idea to test some villages to the berries themselves, not only to get out of the way, but also be free, as opposed to farms not being free. And the prelate there does go down, unable to tame the relic from inside the outpost. Does get a relic inside of here. Going for the cannon placement. That will put holes in everything. Green could either keep over here to give a good platform to spring in and launch assaults in this area. Yellow's going for more northern gold, which is both safer, but also can be a bit more exposed. He does have some basic walls to provide a bit of a buffer. And there are the knights there, receiving crossbow and spearman damage. Yellow right now does have 70 villagers out on the field. Green, however, does have 3 extra relics and 2 sacred sites, to give him quite a bit extra gold. We got Tidebar now being researched by Green. Another local doggo will be put on down. The villagers will not be able to stand up to the Gilded Knights. They do have 5 range armor at the moment. The villagers, their knives only do 6 damage, so they do 1 damage per shank. And it will take 100 shanks to kill a Gilded Knight. These forces will likely get cornered. May want to get some of these spearmen over here next to the villagers to make sure they stay safe. Green Scout may be able to see these forces move around the cliff face. And maybe we'll see these villagers here. Trying to push their way forward. No spearman here, so one villager quickly goes down. Gilded Knight does get picked off there. Scout taking some fire there. Allowing the Gilded Knight get some good damage on in. He does not have textiles for the moment, and textiles would not save him from any additional shots, because these Gilded Knights will still two-shot those villagers. So, him not going for textiles is not a big issue. Elite armor tactics being researched by the Order of the Dragon player. Holy Empire man-at-arms still be very useful. The blunt weapons research. And we've got the Palace of Swabia deployed out here as well. Brain really evened out the villager difference between the two, thanks to his own Palace of Swabia. And remember as well, Order of the Dragon's villagers are, while they are 20% cost more, 20% trained slower, they are 28% more effective. So, if you want the effective numbers, increase this number by 28%. So if we just assume 25% is an easier number to calculate, we're looking around, what, 18 villagers plus 18 villagers? So that's what, roughly 83, 84 villagers in comparison to the two. So the numbers are very similar, but Holy Empire player will start pulling ahead since he has his own Palace of Swabia now. He has effectively 5 villager queues versus opponents just 4. We do also see the reinforced defensive research as well as the Gilded Landscanax. Minrock Palace does not give him access to some unique research, does not have any elite research, or at least no elite units on the field at the moment. Elite man-at-arms on the way. He's not currently building units. He may want to start building some units. So right now he's fighting against a good number of spearmen. Crossbows will be effective, but now soon there's going to be a good number of hand cannoneers. Dale's going to transition straight to hand cannoneers and not eye for any sort of elite crossbow play. Though he may still an eye for at least the elite spearmen, since a bunch of men with pointy sticks are always very useful. And what Palace does offer some faster and cheaper research as well, is always very nice. The Bodkin Bolts is still pretty worthless, and the Zornhell is decent, but the Lance Connects are mostly useful in small numbers that bleed effect, not large number on foot. It doesn't stack with the Mulligan poison arrows. They're certainly effective versus villagers. Green's fortified, or not fortified palisade walls will be going down relatively shortly. He does have building more spearmen and going to elite spearman research. Keeps or outposts with bomb bars can quickly report these units, no problem. And staggering. Oh, that's just an arrow split one here. Or just garrison arrows. Keeps with bomb bars do offer 94 damage, able to one-shot these crossbows. Won't be able to one-shot the hand cannoneers, nor the elite spearmen. But two-shotting them is still pretty effective, and the splash radius is still pretty effective. Do not get the blunt weapon research, the heavy weapons, heavy maces. And the bombard does get some good strikes there. This gold vein has 116 gold left, not a whole lot. And one more shot, this outpost could take out these spearmen just perfectly. The spearman's now all by himself. There is now a bombard placed in here, so the spearman won't be able to do much. The best thing he can do with that spearman is to infest his opponent's base with battering rams.
Wir haben Mühe geheißen.
Eine Kurzge...
Welche wird denn gehorcht?
Befehlte mich, ich bin bereit.
Ich weiß, was ich tue.
Got 5 Gilded Man-at-Arms, 7 Gilded Landsnacks, and 17 Gilded Spearmen. Or 19. I can't read. Or speak today. In the arm tactics and the elite man-at-arm research on the way. We do got a good number of hand cannoneers. Starting to be your season hits there. Mangonels do get a volley on the Spearmen. Spearmen will be able to break on through, go straight for the Mangonels. Very good. So right now the hand cannoneers having a bit of trouble versus all the mass in front of them. And there's a good number of lance connects there, so when they connect, they connect. Yellow has a good number of prods there. He's trying to inspire his men to fight harder. Doesn't have any sort of blacksmith research at the moment. Barring the various, does he even have marching drills? No, he doesn't even have marching drills at the moment. I don't think he's even built a blacksmith, has he? These outposts with arrow slits will provide some fire support. The Gilded Landsnacks should be very effective versus man-arms as it's not classified as heavy. And its area is going to be very congested, so the AoE effects on the Gilded Landsnacks will be very useful. The Spearmen going around torching down some farms, quickly doing that. It looks like he does have AoE torches on those Spearmen as well. Does get some good damage there on those villagers, torching down these farms pretty quickly. Man, the Mongols wish they had decent torch capabilities. Now these villagers are trying to migrate around. There's a good number of villagers here, very exposed. Not sure what he's trying to do with the villagers. I wonder if the lance connects have bleed. They do have bleed, so these villagers are going to be good as dead. I am not sure what Yellow is doing. He just lost all of those villagers there. Jesus, that's a slaughter. Grain just killed 108 villagers in total. He's now down to 21 villagers. Has a bit of wood and gold to work with. Even though Cost Swab is good at recovering villagers, I don't think he recovered from that. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's just giving up right now. Yeah, it looks like he's just giving up right now, going AFK. And that is the end of the replay. This is Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. That's a weird way to end that one. Let's go ahead and find a different player. A little bit too short. Here we go. Now, what did I do? I believe so. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age Pirates 4 replay. It's on the north side as the Cyan Japanese. We have Cracked here, on bottom side as the Blue Mongols with El Sensei. And this is a hybrid map. Hybrid maps can be decent for either Japanese or Mongols. Japanese do offer some unique naval capabilities. They do offer what the copper plate research makes it their ships very effective versus the arrow ships. The Mongols do have access to piracy, which can probably raid the cheaper or the lower health Japanese fishing boats a bit easier, but Japan does have dirt cheap fishing boats. What are they, like 45 wood? Yep. So they're basically regular fishing boats with just reduced health, so they can be quickly killed off, perfect for Mongolian piracy. So it looks like he's not going to be eyeing for any fish. We do have the gear here. Gold pretty close by each other. 2 gold deposits there. He does have the oval way over here, or this larger one over here. And he's going to fire for a bit of Spearman Rush, trying to engage his opponent's dock. And here comes Spearman. Japanese player could pull out some samurai in this age. They may just have to eat the losses. The fishing boats will definitely pay for themselves before they go down, so dirt cheap. Now, do have the Koto Township now being put on the field. He may be eyeing to stop the Spearmen by engaging them with the Shinobi. Shinobi do bonus damage versus melee. This map's not half bad for the Silver Tree, since the trade post is way over there. So we probably will see the Deer Stone. Now the Silver Tree is being built, and the dock is almost dead. Koto Township's Shinobi is being pulled out relatively soon. And Mongol player does get out a dock as well. Once he ages up, he may just save up his resources to get an arrow ship just to clear out the seas. To disincentivize his opponent from going back out onto sea. Silver Tree is being built by 9 villagers. Another Japanese dock's being pulled out there. Villagers or spearmen moving around. There are 5 spearmen here. They can do some decent torch damage, and the outpost is only starting to be torched down recently. He's going for another Shinobi. Some of these spearmen are getting hit. Does use a speed arrow though to close distance. Villagers getting hit significantly. Just decides to wound them up. He could finish off this villager here. There's only 2 health. The does kill off 1 villager there. These 5 spearmen should be able to torch down the outpost, no problem. Does pick off that 1 village there, and the Khan will escape on out of there. We are seeing an arrow ship being pulled up by the Mongols. Hardened spearman research has been researched. More villages being tasked in the wood, trying to claim the seas. Does have some fishing economy thanks to these fishing boats. Pretty sure 5 spearmen can engage that, but maybe they're getting a little bit too wounded now. No arrow slit research here. He may go for naval arrow slit instead. Arrow ship being employed on out. It looks like the Shinobi, 1 of them did get killed off. Both 2 of them gets killed off by the light junk. You have a junk on the field. Light junk and the regular junk are the same stats. Whose ship does dodge it. Next stage, he can get the copper plating, increasing range armor by 2, making it very effective against arrow ships. We do got a Spring Gold ship being employed on out by both sides. I think the Mongol players will be up much more quickly. Silver Tree has not been repositioned to the corner of the map. Could eye for some traders, though that will be very expensive right now. And we do got a little bit of sabotage there of 2 docks. It does not interrupt disrupt much production. We got ×2 spearmen not being pulled out by the OVO as well.
構えておるぞ。
Arrow ships are affected by range upgrades from the blacksmith, so if you go for one of these, it can give you quite a bit of power on your arrow ships. Additionally, the Mongols' navy is one of the best defensive defensive civilizations, thanks to the fact they get the stone from the OVOs. Having trouble engaging that fire ship. His arrow ship does go down there. There's another junk. And unable, he may want to man the sails. Look, he already has manned the sails. He does go down there. Takes out Spawn's arrow ship there. And got another Springald ship deployed on out. Another airship being deployed on out by the Mongols. And no fishing boats at the moment. And does sabotage the building, disabling its production. Does not survive that volley there. Another fire ship not deployed on the field. And now we've got a fire ship deployed on out by the Mongols. Does lose a Springald ship, and does take out this Springald ship there. Overall, the Mongol player is losing the naval fight. But he is getting some good damage there, and we'll be able to torch down this outpost. Does take that out, and we'll start torching down the forge as well to get a bit of raid bounties. Doesn't pick off this villager there. Khan has gone down. Kotas's sheep. Do them back home. Might as well. No sabotage there. He's going for naval arrow slits here, going for an arrow ship here. And right now the Mongol player is denying his opponent's gold income. So his opponent can't deploy out any more Springald ships. Springald ships do cost 30 gold, so he actually can afford at least one. Good dodges there. And does take out the arrow ship. The fire ship does take some hits there. Does not hit the warships. And with this naval arrow slit, it will provide some good fighting capability, defensive capabilities. There's no Springald ship there. It does go down. And Scout does draw a bit of fire there as well. These junks are heading back to get some free repairs. Probably should stand to get some more arrow ships. Shinobi was unsuccessful hiding away. Mongol player will probably need to eye for some more ships. He could eye go for full arrow ships. Don't doubt mass airships as a cost effective, because in feudal age, mass airships can be more cost effective than Springald ships. Still want to mix a couple Springald ships since they're much more tanky. And it's way too much there. He may lose his airship. Boy could stand to get out some fire ships at the current rate. He is lacking arrow ships for his own anti-fire ship protection. And could stand to get the stock repaired on up since it does have naval arrow slits. He did focus down that arrow ship there. Good focus fire on these ships there. He's getting a little bit of AoE health regen. And here comes a fire ship. He does have an arrow ship here. Was not micro to dodge that shot. These wounded warships need to fall back. They can't really be pursuing. And his fishing boats may go down. And now this fire ship may connect. We see does not get any connection there. May want to man the sails and just escape on out. These two Springald ships are far too wounded to be really pushed on in. So he's going to try to snipe some of these wounded ships. And it'll take quite a bit of time for the AoE aura heal to take effect. Japanese player still does not have access to any sort of gold other than the any sort of stone collection drop off. To get some gold drop off. And now Science gonna start cleaning up some gold. We do have at least one trade on the field, just the one. And it will provide some 2 gold, giving a bit of gold income for the Mongol player. Yeah, it looks like 4 docks now deployed on the field for Cyan. Mongol player is going for a big round of fire ships. The Japanese player has 3 arrow ships and 3 spring gold ships. The Mongol player does have 5 spring gold ships. Blue's now trying to push away forward. Fire ships looks like they won't connect. Got him pretty good connects there. It takes time to finish off. Oh, got now some fire ships pulled up by the Japanese players. Some emergency fire ships. It gets a nice double kill there. Brings off another warship there. It does get some good hits there. Nearly destroying most of the Japanese fishing ships. No naval arrow slots on any of these boats. There's now a fire ship there. Arrow ship does get a small volley there. Does connect. So his ships are quite wounded. He may want to fall back, get some heals. He did some good damage. As this ship will go down to a quick spring bolt. There it is. Should go down 1 hit. Yes, it does. Number of fire ships not being put up by Cyan right now. And that one does connect to get another spring gold ship. Blue should have withdrew from their area. Oh, got a good hit there with that fire ship. Blue should have withdrew from the area because his forces were a bit too wounded to lay siege to the docks. And now he's losing some of these wounded ships. That fire ship does go down. One of Blue has piracy, does take out the fire ship in time, does have some naval arrow slots to pull them out. At this point in time, maybe a good idea with the Mongol player to bring in a round of spearmen to clear out the shore. Does connect to that one there. Takes out that one. No side's gone for the arrows upgrades to improve the arrow ships. But now I think it's a good time frame for the Mongol player to bring in the spearmen. He does also have quite a bit of stone, so you can pass get some good ×2 deployments. Good dodges there. He needs to sink his arrows a bit more, and there we go. Fire ship does go down. He does take out these fishing boats as well. Blue's going to send some of his fire ships into these docks. He does have 1 round of naval arrow slits right here. Side's going for another dock here. Mongol player's going for a round of fishing boats. He's starting actually claiming some of the sea. Piracy have not been researched, which probably would have paid for itself by now. It's relatively cheap at 175 resources, and each ship you destroy will give you 50 back, so all you need to do to get a profit is sink 4 ships, in which he has done. Far much more value for getting this than is for the raid bounty upgrade. Shinobi now trying to push way forward, trying to set blaze with some of these docks. No naval arrow slots in this one. The one that does have it is still quite damaged. This villager could probably take time to repair that up. And this large stone deposit still has 800 stone remaining. No economic text for the Mongol player. Maybe a good idea to go for at least the improved wood chopping upgrade. He doesn't really need the improved gold, since he's probably going to go for more infiltrators, but he doesn't even have level 1 Silk Road yet. This dock may now be set ablaze from the sabotage. Going for another dock over here. And we got another naval arrow slit. Being researched on the dock that's on fire. That's not good. Villagers are, I think, being tasked over there to get that repaired on up. 2 naval arrow slits. Floating gates now being researched, and now he's going to eye for bears. He's going to eye for some sort of infantry play now. Dock will be saved. Going for a level 1 melee upgrade, so I have a feeling he's going for, yeah, Onabashigas. Montclair is pretty close to aging up as well. So, it's hard to say whether or not which you should go for the Separate Doubt or for the Kurultai. Kurultai is good for defense, and the Separate Doubt would be good if he loses all of his trade. There's a Spearman there to help clear out the shoreline as well. And the Khan up here is saying hi. No textiles just yet. But it's not really textiles. Lack of textiles has been a bit of a problem with the Japanese. I wonder. Does get the 2 wheelbarrow research. Into Priest trying to Wolo. And that stock will go down. Kurultai not being put on the field. He sees the Onabashiga. Now he knows he has to worry about defense. Against Onabashigas, Magadai may actually be an option, as well as regular archers. Lancers, as well as men-at-arms, are both also good options as well. Not Lancers. Keshiks. Magadai is against Onabashigas. Magadai do offer, of course, while they are slow, and Onabashigas are pretty fast especially for foot infantry. These are low armored units, and they can engage attack speed with attack speed. Onabashigas can get to a base damage of 10 this age, and I'm pretty sure veteran, what's it called? Magadai can get up to 12 this age, if I remember correctly. No, that is far too high. They go from 6 damage to 8. 6 damage to 7 plus 2, I think 9 this age. Howdy. Onabashiga's not pushed away forward. These traders will go down very, very quickly. At this point in time, he just needs to grab all those traders and put them in the corner. They're going to be denied the time frame. He's going for veteran archers, going for ×2 archers. He does have a bit of stone to work with, so going for ×2 archers is probably very good against the Onabashigas. And with the Khan, hopefully doesn't have to listen to arrow research. Struggling a bit of food and wood. Kurultai being redeployed. Spearman here will be taken up by the samurai. Blue's did a good job cutting off Bones Villagers. He's cut off 32 civilians versus Spone's 9, but that 9 has mostly been those high value traders. He has 2 left of them. Kurultai is right here. Going for ×2 crossbows, mixing some of them in to help engage the samurai wouldn't be half bad. And now looks like Sai will claim up board. But yeah, the deer and the boar were very close by to each other, so he's going to quickly claim up all that food. He has stationed his navy across the shoreline to help prevent any sort of sneaky dock play. I do have a good number of Onabashigas, as well as some veteran samurai deployed on out. And I think a Daimyo Manor has been researched, as was Otachi. Going for some Keshiks. Keshiks do offer good armor, but needs to get some blacksmith research. Going for the Step Lancer research now. As a Chris attack speed the Keshiks a little bit. But definitely gets some melee armor I think the increased range damage, I think he needs to go for more melee armor than increased range damage. Right now, it's probably needs to survive more survivable frontline rather than survivable than a lethal frontline. Or lethal backline. Paralyze not being put out there, which will give us quite a bit extra bonus damage. Blue should be able to hold out just fine with this micro. It's now charging way forward. They have right now only 4 melee armor. Onobushigas have 9 damage. He does micro his crossbows back to focus down those samurai, and Onobushiga's not being picked off here. Blue has stabilized. Science force is quite small. I think he may be running out of food here. Look at some berries. Boars what remain, so he's cleaning up berries now. He's running out of natural food supply. He can't claim the fish out of sea. He doesn't have the Cure storehouse providing some free farms. So right now, Science in an ever increasingly worse position. Now has a pretty sizable army now pushing way forward. The Veteran's Whistling Arrow, the defensive Whistling Arrow, can be very effective versus those Onobushigas. Etchix in this age can get up to 6 armor, and with the defensive arrow, he can get up to 8 armor. Help resist the 9, potentially 10 damage of the Onobushiga. And it'll still offer some good protection against the Samurai as well, whose damage is 16 at the moment, thanks to the nearby Bannerman. Carlton not being pulled on the front line. And Sign does back the game now. This and Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Before I get on the next replay, I do need to use the restroom. Please give me one moment. Sorry about that. I'm back. Let's see, that was okay. That 12 and 36. One should be good. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on bottom left side as the blue Order of the Dragon, we have El Sensei. Spawn on top right side as the yellow Holy Room Empire, we have Roger Scruton. When it comes to map generation, here spawns safely over here for yellow, Boar a little bit more off the side, but this side of the map is a little bit sparse in resources, got a good amount of stone, a little bit of gold. But over here we got 2 sizable gold deposits. As well as a bit of deer, so I think up here would be the better expansion direction. Stone back here for later stone consumption. Blue has all his berries spawned on one side of the map along with Boar. Deer out front, a little bit more exposed. This deer's way off the side. Bit of mixed resources, but nothing too significant. While a bit more denser packed of gold over here, so I'm assuming rightwards is a better expansion direction for blue in this case.
Ja.
Yellow does find some sheeple, 6 of them. Blue does find a bit more at 8. You now got the Akin Chapel being blown out by the Holy Roman Empire player. He does put it next to the wood. Maybe better to put it more close over here. It'll give him more building room for the farms, as well as able to put the stone better when he so chooses to get that. If you were to put it more over here, could have got a little bit, at least a little bit better berry collection. So this Akin Chapel, I don't really like the placement of it. Over here, got the Menwerk Palace, which will of course give him access to a blacksmith that you research faster, cheaper, along some unique technologies.
Reiti.
This villager
Samanon.
does complete that mill with a little bit buggy animation. And now we do have wheelbarrow now being researched by the Holy Roman Empire player. We have house there. Looks like we do have a stable, so gilded horsemen are being employed on field. So I'm deploying out a stable's own, so it looks like I am for some regular horsemen. Gilded horseman now pushes way forward.
Ja.
And we'll find these villagers. The Gilded Horseman does offer 15 damage per strike, so we'll four-shot villagers. Being a blacksmith research will not improve that. Exiles will provide 1 additional hit. And blacksmith armor will help counter out the one of those hits, but let's take out villager there. Very nice. And now the Gilded Horseman is falling back. Yellow Scout will try to intercept, gets a nice little shank there with his knife. Nothing else being pulled out by blue at the moment, just eyeing for the single Gilded Horseman, and unlike the Holy Empire player, he can't develop guts there to heal him up. Horseman pursuing blue's ungilded scout. Scout moving around. We do now have the arrow slit research coming out for blue. Give him a good little hard point there to stick his villagers inside. And with emergency repairs, he won't be able to get torched down anytime soon. Food collection research for yellow. Who's not gotten any sort of economic research, not even wheelbarrow just yet. Does get some decent hits there on that horseman with the town center arrows. More barracks and more stables now being employed by the Holy Roman Empire player. Does get some hits there on these villagers. May lose a horseman. Does lose a horseman there. And the horseman does eat some hits. He could deploy another prelate or evacuate his current one out of the Akin Chapel to get those guys healed on up. He is going for some spearmen, the Holy Roman Empire player. Blue Scout has gone down. He does take some bites there. Regni's Cathedral now being pulled on out. Gilded Horsemen make escape into the town center. Now I've got these villagers charging way forward. They're trying to build an outpost there. Does get cancelled. And Blue's Gilded Horseman does escape out of there with 4 health remaining. Some of Yellow's horsemen are starting going down.
Lasset uns gehen. Ich gehorche. Kommet bereits. Tue ich. Ja! Werde angeschossen!
Horseman does take some arrows there. We got these horsemen charging way forward once again.
Lasset uns gehen! Dort man bereit.
Horsemen do fall back up there. More forces up here. There's Ragnik's Cathedral. He is being pressured. He will have trouble claiming those relics. The amount of horsemen field, maybe it would have been better to go for the Bulgar of Palace. I was gonna throw some torches there onto that mill.
Marschiert fort. Ich höre. Ja. Marschiert fort. Tue ich.
We have a Gilded Knight now being pulled on the field. One prelate's pulled him out. Yellow's camping this relic, as well as this relic here. The other two relics are over here and here, while this last one's way safe up north. Horseman charging way forward once again, gains a good damage on those villagers. He does throw some torches there before falling back. Horseman does go down there. Gilded Knight now pulled in field, but Yellow does have a good number of spearmen to engage these small number of Gilded Knights. Does get some damage on that villager. That one does escape inside, and these horsemen charge way forward as well. And get some more damage. They do have +1 range armor. Does eat a hit there. And some of these horsemen taking some damage. Villagers taking some hits here as well. We may see a Wolo. Going for Wolo now, does run away from it. A couple spear mix on in. So far, Yellow's only killed off one villager. He may get some more now. Prelate may grab the relic. Also does finish off the prelate there. Spearman needs to focus on that Gilded Knight. Horseman try and charge way over here. I need some of these villagers. He does trap a couple villagers there. Does get one more villager kill. Another pair of horsemen charging way forward, trying to pursue these wounded villagers. Not successful though. And does take out that Gilded Knight. Has an expensive loss there. The Yellow's losing a lot more. The kill value is definitely in favor of Blue, and Blue has only lost 2 villagers. Does have a prelate here to heal up some of these villagers. He may want to stick around and do that. Horsemen, spearmen trying to pursue these villagers. As they get inside the outpost. Now we do got a Gilded Archer here. Right now, Gilded Men at Arms are probably better than Gilded Archers. You may want to perhaps take time to throw that relic inside the outpost. Doesn't have any stone stored up in order to get spring golem placement inside the outpost, nor even arrow slit. And go for a market here. The spearman will go down. Gilded Archer is getting hit, but does have plenty of fire support to save him. Gilded Knight charges way forward, trying to torch down some housing. Some gilded, or not gilded spearmen there. Have more horsemen charging way forward, trying to pick off that one Gilded Archer. And that spearman will go down. Bulgar of Paulus now being built by Yellow, which is basically a ×4 or ×5 barracks. This prelate may go down to the horseman. He's trying to go for Wolo there. Looks like he may be successful. Nope, he is not. Spearman trying to pursue this Gilded Knight. We still got a horseman camping this relic here. And I also got the local dog who gained some bites.
Bereid zu gehorchen.
Ich siege!
We now got Martian drills now being researched by Yellow. We got another prelate trying to clean this relic.
Folge, Tapfere.
Another relic
Das will
picked up. Got a good number of gilded archers here. Horseman, of course, will be good against the gilded archers. Spearmen having trouble connecting. Wool there, which will provide a bit of a reaction there, allowing Blue to get some free damage on in. Takes out another spearman there. And the Gilded Knights now charging into the horsemen. We do have some mana arms upon the field. They are elite or regular mana arms. No weapon upgrades just yet onto them. We know he's gone for Martian drills though.
marschieren zum Siege!
Ich marschiere.
Archers and knights falling back there.
Gehäse zum Fortziehen!
Verstanden.
Yellow's now going for blunt weapons, will help engage these knights a little bit more cost effectively as mana arms.
Führe den Gehäß aus.
So it needs a bit of time to research them though.
Gehäße werden gehorchen. Gehorche diesem Gehäß.
Marschieren zum Kampf! Fürwerk! Piante, nehme da! Gehäse alsbald,
Sende mich an. Edle Ritter sind bereit.
Was soll ich?
Ja, gerne.
Knights or mana arms and a single spearman trying to pursue these knights. Right up here trying to claim this relic. Blue will not discover it. Horseman taking out this prelate now, which is trying to capture this relic. So Blue maybe will claim up 2 relics. Yellow has picked up 2.
Ich bin bereit zu gehorchen. Nach Gehäßen.
Blue did go with the Regnice Cathedral, so he does have effectively 4 relic income. He's about managed to clean up 3 relics. It'd be 3 versus 4 relics, which is not too bad for Yellow. And actually pretty not good for Blue. Going for a mill here. And there's now the man arms there. Getting has blunt weapons research, giving +6 damage versus heavy. And plus it does have the 2-handed weapons as well, so it's getting 20 damage versus heavy at the moment, which is pretty good. Maybe push up to 22 this age. We now got the range armor and melee damage. The amount of Gilded Archers in the field, they get up to 10 damage this age. These man arms can get up to, what, 6 armor this age, so you can withstand most of it. That man arms will go down. These horses are trying to overrun these Gilded Archers, gain some good hits onto them. These Gilded Archers do move technically faster than men arms, so they're not in the combat sprint. They will not be able to escape up the spearmen with their marching drills. That's going to take out Blue Scout there. Archers start stepping around. Not focused on the spearmen just yet. And got a couple spring golden places here. We probably should throw the relic inside of this one. This one's just an arrow slit. And good speed race there, and we'll take out one of those Gilded Knights. This other Gilded Knight is quite damaged. Second site not being decaptured or being interrupted. Yellow has claimed the other one.
Folge immer geheißen.
And Yellow's now backing on off.
Was wünschest du?
Yellow's now researched wheelbarrow, so does blue. Blue only has level 1 food collection, while yellow does soon be level 2 food, level 2 wood, and level 1 gold. But it's not going for level 1 wood. And we still got a good number of man-at-arms this area.
Ihnen geheißen.
Alle Ritter bereit.
Spearman now pushing down or trying to engage these Gilded Knights. Let's get a good volley onto them. And we do have this Spearman here receiving some crossbow fire.
Armbrust in Bewegung! Ich hörte das! Verdienen mit Solden!
Eine Ehre zu gehorchen.
Some palisade walls have been built here. Some villagers, however, are idle. Got 2 prelates here for inspiring. These guys may move a little bit closer because mostly all the villagers are inspired. Remember how quickly a prelate can support with a 6 or is it 7 villagers? Sikasai has been decaptured. Only 1 is captured by yellow. Blue's capturing up 1 now. We've got a good number of man-at-arms and spearmen here by the Holy Roman Empire player. Over a handful of horsemen just engage those gilded archers. One does have a good number of gilded archers and crossbows with a small number of knights, so the Magnelli he's building out will be effective. And Spearman will go down. He does get shanked there.
Eine Ehre zu gehorchen.
Gilded Knight decapturing this sacred site. Now do you have the Palace of Swabia not being pulled out by the Holy Roman Empire player? Likely his opponent will do the same, but we'll need a lot more resources. One villager does go down. He has not researched textiles. The Knight's base attack is 37, and that will two-shot even textile villagers.
Ich kann nach geheißen.
Nein, unter Beschuss!
Archer down. Horseman falling back, taking a little bit of damage.
Ritter im
These Gilded Knights now moving down over here. He's blown some walls. Does have the Magnell on the field. Has 2 of them on the field. Villagers do go down. With the Palace of Swabia, he's able to quickly rebuild those villagers. In that, one horseman does go down as well. Gotta be very careful with these Magnells. Magnells fire. Get a pretty decent volley on the crossbows. Horsemen, spearmen, and man-at-arms straight forward. Flash down some more of these ranged forces. These units do have 145 health, so they do have a good amount of health. Right now, Blue's army is effectively 77 units versus just 32 as opponent. Magnells finds a good volley there, taking out some of these forces. And I do have some regular knights being pulled on out by the Holy Empire player. He does the Bulgar Pulse for faster production, so he can get out some more spearmen if needed. Gilded Knights try and charge away forward, trying to take out those Magnells. 4th Magnell being pulled on the field. Great volley there in those ranged forces. All three of those Magnos do go down. The fourth one push way forward. It's a small hit there, and the Gilded Knights have gone down. Knights try and charge the way forward, and it does fall back there. And these Gilded Knights do find an opportunity to engage these villagers.
Alle Ritter bereit.
Fliert ist der keine Land.
The boar does go down here, which will give food quite a bit of food.
Ritter in Sattel.
Dell's not going for greased axles and for the elite horseman research.
Lasset uns reden, Ritter.
Or the dragon player does cancel his Gilded Knights he had queued on up. He may be on to age up relatively soon.
Gute Ordnungen, Ritter.
Ich begrüße einige Häuser.
Und das Schwert ihres Schuss. Alle Ritter bereit. Lasset uns reden, Ritter. Alle Ritter bereit.
Those villagers do go down there.
Edle Ritter sind bereit. Selbstköster.
Gilded Knights do take quite a bit of damage. 25 and 26 health remaining. Palace's Wall being now being pulled up by the Oran Dragon player. Those Gilded Knights do circle back around into the bunch of spears. Villagers heading up north, trying to clean up this gold deposit.
Unter Beschuss.
Ritter stand bereit.
Sie wollen uns erschießen.
Dein Wille wird meine Schritte führen.
Probably taking some stabs there. Gilded Knights trying to charge way forward. We'll find a bit too many units in front of them.
Wir werden angeschossen.
It will be forced on back.
Seid stille. Folget nach Befehl. Hören alle zu. Wir bekommen Befehl.
A good number of mills here. More of the Gilded Knights charging way forward, but they're going to be outnumbered. But a good number of them are just horsemen, not knights, so they should just find that engagement. Be a messy engagement nonetheless for both sides. Good number of housing now going up over here. Yellow is going to claim up some stone, help him secure up his flanks with probably some keeps. Going for a line of palisade walls here. Now do you have the elite spearman research on the way?
Folget dem Rüstzeug.
Das ist getan.
Wir Ritter sind bereit zum Kampf.
Gilded Knights moving around.
Ritter gelüsten nach Ehre. Marschiert mit Ehre, Edelmänner. Ritter, vorwärts zur großen Ehre.
That horseman gets immediately impaled. Four horsemen, 2 knights down here. Got this range force now moving down south to engage it.
Wird getan.
And the second side here has been captured. In the center, we don't have second side being soon to be captured. Gilded Knights make his way forward. Horsemen and Knights charge their way forward. They will get annihilated. And looks like these Gilded Knights will manage to sneak on by. These 3 villagers will probably go down, but this is going to charge forward, try to get some torches. It does take out that one Gilded Knight there. Six side being decaptured by a couple elite man-at-arms. This one has been captured by yellow, and this one will be decaptured shortly. The armor tactics now complete. horsemen knights trying to get to these villagers, but this set of walls are not currently ghosted, so he can actually slip on by and get through. Villagers, it is being obstructed by that knight. Speaking about knights, they do obstruct some of these villagers from collecting up food. Getting some various arrow hits while the two horses are trying to pursue. They can just turn around and take out those horsemen. And looks like one knight does manage to slip on by. So here, just gotta see the spearmen getting shanked by the villagers.
Ein Bauturm errichtet. Bereit für die nächste Aufgabe.
One guild knight does go down, they're taking out a number of villagers. Guild does have a superior number of villagers, but seeing an additional 25% villagers here, so roughly add a little over 20 villagers here, so he has roughly about 105 villagers versus 112. The village count's not too different. And I got this elite man at arms taking some fire here. I'm gonna make short work of these walls with all the torches. And some of these villagers are going down. They're not exactly super replaceable. Spring Balls do take out one of the Mangonels. Mangonels firing some rounds into the walls. It's not great, but the Mangonel does go down. More of these Mangonels starting to get hit. Should be able to take out the last Mangonel. All the Mangonels are now down. Yellow's army is starting to disintegrate to Blue's army. Blue does lose a Spring Gold there, but they've done their job. Now these villagers are starting to get pursued there as well. Blue's down to 70 villagers. These man arms do go down. Blue still has a sizable army in the field of 102 effective military units. Orange just has 38. Go for more spearmen. Maybe for more man arms or something. Going for chemistry now. Eyeing for some hand cannoneers likely. Does have to keep in the center of the map to help him keep the sacred site. Does start to decapture this sacred site now, or start to automatically revert, I should say. And Yellow's eyeing for a keep over here as well. Blue's not going for a bombard, has 3 Mangonels, not Mangonels, Spring Golds. So a good number of ranged forces, both players are in age 4. Blue does not have elite gilded archers nor elite gilded spearmen. And these walls will be, this wall will be crossed. Yellow's keep will still take a significant amount of time to be built. Blue's likely not going to go up there anytime soon. Massive wave of villagers that Blue does slip on by. This is very dangerous for Yellow to have all these villagers like this. Sacred Site has been captured. He really wants to clean up the stone of his opponent. At this point in time, maybe we're going to go for some stone and eye for our town center here just to get some emergency repairs.
Hier sind unsere Gehäuse. Mit dem Rüstzeug marschieren.
We now have a culverin on the field. The culverin is affected by chemistry. It will do 102 damage, which is not, not 2-shot. Oh, it does 2-shot the bombard there. Yeah, but then I forgot the plus 60 versus siege. And now got these forces on pushing forward. Does kill off a number of blue villagers and also deny some gold. He does have 4 relic income worth of gold, and he can still claim this gold deposit up here. Blue's putting some small amount of units over here. Villagers rotating around. And some of these villagers will get impaled. Siege Works now being researched by the Hold'em Empire player. And we've got a line of blue stone walls up here as well. Keeps not being upgraded with Bombard. Harlock does go down. He's still sneaking inside the keep. Enough room for all except for now one. A good number of culverins not being deployed on the field. I'll help them take out these spring goals, no problem. They will one-shot them. Last connect does go down there. Over here we do have some man-at-arms engaging some of these villagers as well. Yell's ground for some push way forward. Mangonel does take some shots there, but will not fire a shot off before going down. Culverin takes out a spring gold there. Some of these culverins are getting flanked by some various spearmen. Takes out all those spring golds there. Does lose a culverin. Culverins are quite expensive, so best pull them out of there. They cost 1,000 each. Yes, of course, I have Siege Works giving a little bit extra health and range armor. The crossbows could be upgraded with Siege Bolts, the Bodkin Bolts, which will give them plus 20 damage versus Siege weapons, actually being useful against the Culverins. Albeit one of the few cases where they actually would be effective. You could try and invest into a relic inside this keep to make sure it's extra resilient. And Arm's not trying to torch down this gate. And Blue's gonna build a keep up here, and I have to collect up that gold. We got an outpost here, fortified, now being upgraded by cannon. But likely will be torched down before the cannon gets built. Horsemen pushing forward, good number of spearmen, man-at-arms, culverins taking some pot shots. So limping away against some of these units. Spearman charges way forward, you can pick it off the culverins. These man-at-arms slowly being blood down. And now we got the elite arm decks being researched by the Order of the Dragon player. And Blue does back the game now. This is Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Too short. Short. And that's those are the last replays I can get him. One potential replay, and it's actually a decent length, so let's do this one. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another H-Powers 4 replay. Spawn top left side as the blue Byzantians who have Young Sung Bin. On bottom right side as the Cyan English, we have Moldy here. So we're not going to see some sort of man-at-arms rush. We have an early mill, so maybe I'm for an early wheelbarrow? Or maybe he's going to try to squeeze out some extra farms, that's probably it. Cistern, set on up, which will of course affect the gold collection. When it comes to map generation, Blue actually has quite a bit of small gold deposits over here. Gold deposit in the center between the two. Here, way over here, various deposits pretty close to each other, along with some gold. Looks like everything blue wants is pretty close by. When it comes to the trade post, we do have Magadai here. It's maybe one of the few times where you can go with the Royal Hippodrome and get out some of the best Magadais in the game. It will get them briefly 10 damage per shot. Cyan, looks like Cyan's gear deposit spawn way over here, as well as way over here. Gold and berry spawn behind him, but it's English. I'm not even going to touch these berries. Grand Winery not being pulled on out. When it comes to feudal age, the differences between the English farm economy and the Byzantine farm economy is not too entirely different. The mill does provide plus 20% gathering rate, while the Grand Winery and Olive Groves provide plus 20% drop off in the form of olive oil. So the Olive Groves do cost 60 wood rather than 37.5. They do, with the Grand Winery nearby, they can of course get much better drop off rates.
Done.
Council Hall is being built. And we do have 4 villagers on stone for the English player, so he is going to eye for a secondary town center, I believe. Scout moving his way forward, gathering up some olive oil now. There is an archery range there. Got some of the aqueducts now going on up. Looks like we have multiple archers pushing way forward. Don't see a mercenary camp being employed on out, but he's going for a good amount of stones, so it looks like he's going to eye for a secondary town center himself as well. Longbowmen, of course, are superior to the archers.
Flamboga ad hoc.
Sagittatore, ginite. Sagittatore, peripartite.
Archers and longbowmen will miss each other. The scout will not spot that longbowman either. Archers moving around, trying to move around here. There's a town center not being built here. The English town center does have 2 arrow attack rather than just 1. And the English villagers do have decent capabilities to defend themselves. They do have 5 damage, 5 tower range. Same as the archers here, but of course about 4 times or twice the increased length of the attack speed. Longbowman does harass some of these villagers there. He can just punch himself right there with some ailings, and he'll be hard to displace. And this town center will be built. Local doggo demands head pats. Said he gave him some sticks to the throat. And now we do have this town center going on up, which will be a good spot to not only collect the olive oil, so also help provide some protection to get some more berries and gold here. Couple longbowmen there. Scout moving his way forward, trying to shank some of these archers. Let's get some hits there on those archers. Cyan's gonna be outnumbered. These archers do offer 1 extra damage, same health, lower movement speed, 2 extra range. Both those longbowmen have gone down. The English is not replacing them at the moment. Things really exposed to those archers either way, so you can probably just ignore them. Going for a big round of farms here. And with him going for a secondary town center, we may see the White Tower rather than the King's Palace.
Τι πράγμα θέλεις?
We do now have some Keshiks now being poured on out from a mercenary camp as well. Longbowman does get some arrows there on that scout. Nothing too significant. I think these Keshiks are now moving down over here. The Longbowman will get easily overwhelmed by those Keshiks. And also get overwhelmed by these archers as well. This archer can only take 2 hits. Or can't take 2 hits. That one does go down. That Longbowman does go down. And here comes the Keshiks. That Longbowman will go down. We've got some exposed villagers here on the wood line. Let's expose now with these walls going on up. Now we do have the Golden Horn Tower, which will also provide us some free Keshiks. This palace now being built as well, so he's going to go for a tertiary town center. On seeing these Keshiks, he may want to go for some crossbows from the council hall once he ages up. Golden Horn Tower and the King's Palace be built relatively close time to each other. There's 18 villages in the King's Palace. Does fire volleys there with his villagers. Doesn't have textiles. And the town center arrows are now firing away. The primary town center does have 2 arrows. And so we'll do some decent damage to these Keshiks as well. Scout does take some hits there. That one Keshik does go down to the villagers. So no, there's some Longbowmen here. This Keshik has 16 health, now 10 health. 4 health, and now 0 health. And now the King Palace is built. We probably going to see some crossbows being built. Immediately going for a monastery. He's going to try to claim some relics. The Grand Winery now pulled on the field. Relics can go ahead and be picked up with and deposited inside the Grand Winery for olive oil. And since the Grand Winery is a monastery, he can quickly build out the monks without needing building out a monastery. Scout down. Wolf getting some bites there. This wolf will get some bites onto the monk. Got a number of crossbows here with some longbowmen. They're starting to transition to mass crossbow production. The Byzantine player is also going for mass crossbow production because the chance of him fighting against mass man-at-arms against English is very likely. Right now the English player does need more villagers on gold, however. Relic's not been picked on up. Science is going to be playing the relic game. He does have another relic within his sphere of influence down here. Who's going to be playing up this relic over here. Catch charges way forward. The longbowmen do throw some arrows there onto the crossbows. And the crossbows are here in small enough numbers for the Keshiks to simply overwhelm them. Looks like he will get a one in return, not for folks firing the Keshik. He's hitting the scout. More reinforcing crossbows. Now the Byzantine players are going to go for some Ghiloms. Ghiloms, of course, are a higher attack speed man-at-arms, a little bit lower damage, and much greater health. Man-at-arms in this age has, what, 150, 155 health? Ghiloms have 195 health. Do less damage, but basically 33% faster attack speed. A little actually faster than that. Man-at-arms, we have attack speed of 1.375. Ghiloms looks like I have attack speed of 1.2, which is probably 1.25, perhaps. And their follow-up attacks are 50% faster, so their attack speed is probably closer to 50% faster on average.
God's winkel every night.
I do also have a charge attack for extra damage. I don't really put... It's a niche thing. It can be quite nice, but not really hard to calculate, honestly. With a pair of barracks and archer ranges. We also got some Varangian Guard now mixed on in as well. Still probably a good idea for the English player to produce more and more crossbows. Let's go for some Vanguard man-at-arms. Does the early man-at-arms research. Now do you have this wall 7 starting to go on down? Sacred site now captured. I guess this relic's already been picked on up. This monk may have been just... Oh, he's just rallying onto the sacred site there. All sacred sites will be captured by blue relatively shortly. And now there's a Berkshire Castle for the English. He is deploying it in a pretty defensive location. Well, can protect his farms, no problem. Which of course will allow him to get the enclosures technology. So will he build that in time? Kashik's charging it forward. Good amount of forces as well. Answers the Berkshire Castle. And now playing the back line there. The Weingard Palace may be better at this point in time. The Weingard Footmen will give him anti-cavalry men-at-arms. The Weingard Rangers does give him some extra range along bowmen. Crossbows defending this area. Village trying to stay away from the Varangian Guard. Takes out those Varangian Guard there. Over here, just a couple of Ghiloms torching down some farms. Berkshire Castle is now being built. Sign does have less villagers than the opponent, but does of course have additional villager queue. So he will recover and come back out ahead. Berkshire Castle in the back line will provide and protect his farms. That's about it. At least stop most of the backline raids, that's for sure. Now we got the Forward Engineer Company. That will of course also give him some free unique research. If we take a look at the mercenary camp, it will of course give them the improved Steppe Lancer research. Ghiloms, I don't think there's any special research associated with Ghiloms. Yeah, I don't think it provides boot camp. And the Tower Elephant will of course gain the crossbow, in which that's actually pretty good. That is probably pretty effective versus the English, having super heavy crossbow elephants. And I don't think the classifies heavy either. Yep, in fact, Tower Elephant should be pretty effective with the Howdah research against the soon-to-be mass English Man-at-Arms. He's starting to gear up for the English Man-at-Arms mass production. We do now the Elite Varangian Guard research. Varangian Guard do have less health than Men-at-Arms in exchange for increased attack speed and more damage, as well as +1 melee armor, which is going to be lesser compared to the 2 melee armor of the English Man-at-Arms. The higher attack speed will let them be relatively comparable to English Man-at-Arms, to say the least.
Theron crossbows and non-manning.
These crossbows not being pursued. We're just going to see mass elite English Man-at-Arms right now. He is building more crossbows, but not going to elite crossbows at the moment. We got the elite mercenary contracts as well. And these crossbows will go on down. Varangian Guard and Guillaumes trying to help protect this gold deposit. Probably a good idea to build a keep in this region. He is going to take time for a cistern. This is not too far from the previous cistern. It is going to be still level 5. Level 6 or level 5 cistern provides 26 increased collection rate, as well as level 1 just providing +10. Each player is also pulling out some horsemen now, going to the veteran horseman research. Varangian Guard does go down. Each player does have quite a bit of gold reserve. Each player will still need to collect the gold on the map in order so he can maintain his gold funding. Enclosures is more of a supplementary gold income rather than a replacement. Wave 4 does have the elite Guillaumes, going for elite army tactics right now for the Byzantine player. Crossbows do not have incendiary arrows, going for +1 range damage now.
Locking onto Marcus.
Does not have elite army tactics right now, the English players. Watch eye for that. As well as really maximize the armor. He sees all the Guillaumes. The Guillaumes specialize in high attack speeds. The extra armor of the English will be very useful. And it looks like these crossbows will go down. We do have a French Royal Cannon now pulled on out as well for the Byzantine player. I still think the Howdah Tower Elephants will still be pretty good. Having 2 mounted crossbows with a good attack speed on a very durable platform seems pretty good to me. The Royal Cannon does have access to a bombard round, single round of high explosive. Artillery shot. So I don't know how effective it is. Probably a good idea to load that up. All second sides are captured up by Blue. Blue has claimed 3 relics, and all of them are inside the Grand Winery, going to the Tithe Barns now. And it looks like these Guillaumes and Varangian Guard do find some of these villagers. He does not have teardrops shields to increase movement speed of his Varangian Guard. Horsemen moving around. Let's try and build up a defensive set of palisade walls. And looks like the horsemen will slip on by. We got a couple elite Keshiks now trying to intercept. They do have, of course, improved step lancers, so they do have pretty good attack speed. And got some Limitani engaged there as well. Artillery shot has not been utilized. Let's get out a nest of bees. English man-at-arms push way forward. Don't see artillery shot ability just yet. SBs does fire around. Horsemen being engaged from Limtani. Take down that outpost. This one has a springboard placement. It will go down. SBs firing away. They now look at the man-at-arms engaging the nest of bees. English players starting to fall back with crossbows, trying to keep his distance, and the man-at-arms should focus on that French cannon. The French cannon does go down. The men-at-arms are going to be quickly overwhelmed by these forces. Horsemen charging the way forward, Limtani to activate the shield wall. Men-at-arms are engaged. Horse trying to overrun, and now do got a tower elephant. Tower elephant does have 2 crossbows. Each one doing plus 17 damage. I think they are affected by incendiary as well. They do also have pretty good attack speed. It is classified as a ranged cavalry. If I don't see the word heavy, it does have 13 armor, so in theory these crossbows do quite minimal damage to the tower elephant. Additionally, it does have some various other improved health research as well. The elephant's starting to push the way forward. I want to keep see how much damage a tower elephant would take from a crossbow. But so far it hasn't taken any crossbow hits. Doesn't even know if this thing is classified as heavy or not. It's normally classified as invulnerable at the moment. Getting some good damage there, take some hits. Elephants are now taking a couple arrow hits there, taking about 5 damage per shot, looks like. The crossbows are not doing bonus damage to them. So they are not classified as heavy, they are classified as light. Or maybe neither. This elephant does need to fall back, taking some fire. Getting some monks to heal it up wouldn't be half bad. Limtani now push way forward. As well as some Keshiks. Now Blue's forces 22 versus 37. These tower elephants are definitely not being calculated in army values, so each one's worth 1,000, so and 2 here is definitely greater than 2,000. And we've got a 3rd tower elephant on the field and a 4th one on the way. Golden Horn Tower is currently providing another tower elephant soon. Horseman does go down. These horsemen trying to push way forward. There's a number of exposed villagers here in the wood line. The Byzantine players are going for some hand cannoneers, as well as more tower elephants. This opponent is going for a good number of horsemen, which they should do bonus damage to the tower elephant, but this opponent does have a good number of Limtani. Crossbows will not do bonus damage versus tower elephants, and the man-at-arms will receive bonus damage from the elephants. Definitely worth to build a monk there to heal up that tower elephant. Got a good number of olive groves here. Maybe deleting this one olive grove here to build Sound Mill wouldn't be half bad. No town center here, no traders. Horsemen do take some good damage from those mangonels. They're pretty stacked up, so the AoE effect is being very, very good. Most horsemen do go down to the mangonels. Also, the sticker site will be saved. Elephants push forward, some hand cannoneers in reserve. So got the biology research, so all these Tower Elephants do have even greater health. Some of these forces are taking some hits. At this point in time, the number of Tower Elephants in the field, maybe a good idea to go for the incendiary arrows. Outpost have been prepared enough. It is upgraded of a bombard. You good hits are on these elite man-at-arms. Does take a bit of damage there. Tower Elephants coming for a drive-by, taking minimal damage from these crossbows. Due to their ridiculously high armor, 14 range armor at the moment. So crossbows are definitely not a good item in this situation. You do see a number of Random Guard here engaging the English man-at-arms, while hand cannoneers and more Random Guards trying to pursue. That villager does go down there. We got some more of these villagers now. Lieutenant trying to respond to these man-at-arms. Elephants need to keep their distance. They will see bonus damage from these horsemen. Magnelos who roll some misses there. Elephants taking some hits. A few times where the other H3 landmark would be useful to give them the flasks to get some health regen. As well as a Royal Hippodrome for the Triumph for more health regen. Again, Cannoneers here seeing a bit of damage. Trebuchets being just fine. You gotta keep being pulled up by Blue. Villagers here didn't warrant 100% safe. Right now has a good number of hand cannoneers. These players quite a bit of wood, needs more food and other resources. Because each player has a massive reserve of all resources for him, so. Men-at-arms pushing up over here. Trying to capture the sacred site. He has 2 minutes remaining. Blue's trying to intercept him. These walls do have increased health. Go break through the walls. Force them to make their way onto the point. Men-at-arms start cleaning up those Lumitani. He needs to keep at least one guy on there, which he is not. He's also decapturing this 6th site up here, throwing a whole bunch of men, dogpiling on. He will take a large amount of damage. He may be successful. The 6th site now being decaptured, and all of his forces are getting overran. Elephants taking some hits, but they are going to be fine for the most part. The one may actually go down. One does go down. The 6th site will be fine. We've got more units stocked on this point, including some villagers who's trying to shank some units. Keeps just going to be just fine. We upgraded past upgraded spring golds and mangonels, I should say. We've got 2 mangonels and a bombard here. Upgrading the bombard now. Does not have holding oil. Villagers still on top of the point. The 6th site victory is paused while he's on top of this point. There's actually some decapture and starting to count down continually. Apparently the stall effect does not get applied if it's being contested. It does decapture the point right there. Time has to save off the 6th site victory, so got a number of horsemen and men-at-arms here. That's going to take a large amount of AoE damage. Got some hand cannoneers as well as, of course, Tower Elephants engaging away. We've got these Tower Elephants and more hand cannoneers pushing up here. Rolling oil still being researched. Taking massive amounts of AoE. These players running low on all resources still. These forces are taking too much damage, getting splashed down by all the various sources. Elephants starting to get hit in melee by the horsemen and some spearmen. Hardened spearmen, not even veteran spearmen. Now over on some of these mangonels there. More crossbows being pushed on forward. Crossbows at this point in time are not going to be very good because they don't do bonus damage to tower elephants. This opponent's not going for much heavy. Very limited on their palace guards, so my stone hand candies are archer and longbone will probably be better. So both will be, though longbone will also be not very effective versus tower elephants. I don't think he has incendiary arrows either, so he doesn't get any extra damage. Elite crossbows are not very useful at the moment, to say the least. We got a English bombard now on the field. But now we're seeing quite a bit of fire there. Elephants taking some damage. They're a little bit wounded. Need some monks to heal them up. All 6 sides have been recaptured once again by blue. English tries to fall back, trying to get big groups of forces there. Got some Lunatani hitting some of the English villagers. The Magnol hits there, but one Magnol does go down to the bombards. Tower elephant does go down. We got more tower elephants in the queue. There's plenty of olive oil for more tower elephants. The player only has a limited number of man-at-arms, going for more crossbows. Forcing push way forward, trying to overrun these end cannoneers. Got these forces now trying to make their way down south, trying to hit more of the farming economy of the English. These players are solely on the farm economy and some villagers, some wood. This golden come is not that great, but neither is a Byzantine player. Most of the golden map has been claimed. Blue's now trying to claim some more gold in the map. Actually, still plenty of gold in the map. I want to see more look at it. Kind of hitting some of these other villagers. Over on these farms will deny both food and gold to the English player, which he does need both. Lightweight beams, level 3 melee, and some arrow systems now being researched by blue. And Cyan does back the game now. This and Great saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. And before I get started on the next replay, I do need to rush again. Please give me one moment. Sorry about that. Back. Let's see now. That was the only replay that was available by him. Do I even want to know why this name is like this? Oh, and copy it. It's hidden, however. That's online 2 days ago. Oh, it did one earlier today with him, but can't see any of them. Here we go. Too short. Too short. Could do this one. Live on the shorter side, however. Do this one right here. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another HBars 4 replay. Spawn on bottom left side as the yellow Ayubids, we have Fei Chan. Spawn on top right side as the blue English, we have Divine DFP. Got an early mill there, so it's going to be eyeing for some early-ish farms. This is of course the English. Ayubids does of course have improved berry collections and a bit of gold, not big surprise. You have to make sure we have to select on the House of Wisdom and keep an eye on this research since it does not pop up onto the top bar up here. When it comes to map generation, the English player has both gold deposits over here in between a relic, a bit of stone over here as well, and all the food of his spawned up here, both of the deer and the boar. Of course, it's the English, so he may not even touch the deer. You probably definitely not touch the boar. House of Wisdom now going on up. A little bit farther back, so its aura benefits may not immediately reach the town center, which is not going to be a big issue. And let's see what he's planning to go for with the House of Wisdom. He is going for, the Trade Wing Bazaar. It's been a while since I've seen somebody go for this. Is to random selection of trades, which are good quality trades. Could go for some traders this direction or for over here. It's hard to say. Council Hall now going on up, which of course give you a ×2 archer range. The English player not tasking any villagers on the stone just yet. Keep an eye on the House of Wisdom, see what the first set of trades look like. The amount of villagers on wood and the low number of villagers on food, I don't think it's going to go aggressive onto military units. Going for a round of research, so it's like some eco play by the English player. And does get around 2 rounds of trade there. So he went. So now he has 4 traders on the field right now, so this making a good spike of income. The value is 44, so it's not the most optimal trade route. If you put it down here and go up here, or here to here, that would be even better. At least from here to here should be at least around 70 gold. And now we also got the Bedouin Skirmishers. The Bedouin Skirmishers, he does spot them, does give him +7 damage versus light infantry, which does include archers, and in this case, longbowmen. They do only have 1 inherent range armor, so they're not like Jamthars in that aspect. Longbowmen do have, of course, 7-tile range. The Bedouin Skirmishers do have 6-tile range. The longbowman will still outrange them and get some good damage. Gotta be a bit more micro-intensive with a longbowman. And now he's going to fall back with the Bedouin skirmishers. At this point in time, he may want to get out some horsemen to help deal with the longbowmen. 5 longbowmen on the field. And he's slowly going on food and wood production right now. Not going for any more gold at the moment. Never mind, he put 3 villagers on gold. There's Golden Age Tier 1, getting 10% collection rate on all resources. Next right now trades, another 60 seconds. It'll take 2 trips for these, or once these traders come back to the House of Wisdom, they will have paid for themselves. Horsemen put on the field, but it will take more than just 1 horseman against 7 longbowmen. He knows about the 5. So rushing this horseman forward like this is not exactly a great idea. He does not finish off that longbowman either. You may want to fall back, keep his distance. Bedouin skirmisher does go down, does finish off the wounded longbowman. Traders are here. Another horseman out on the field. Let's see, next round of trade is this. So we can get another pair of Bedouin skirmishers. He does go for another pair of Bedouin skirmishers. 2 pairs of them, I should say. As well as can bring in some other resources at good trade rates. The stone, probably not that important. The wood could be useful. Horsemen do take some damage here. Bedouin skirmishers do have the same move speed as spearmen and archers, so they do move faster than longbowmen. Does throw some rounds down the scout, which is not good. Longbowmen do take some hits there. More horsemen now being pulled on the field for the Ibids. But one of the traders are going to get intercepted. Horseman does take a good volley there. Takes out another longbowman there. Are these not taking bonus damage? Okay, that one does go down. Yeah, they are taking bonus damage properly. Gotta spot these traders there. Another horseman charges way forward. Takes out another longbowman. Range armors being researched by both sides. Let's take out one of the traders. 3 other traders. 2 of the traders to escape on out. Getting some good hits there. Great micro there. Traders do move at 1 tile per second, as opposed to these guys do move at 1.12. And that last trader should just be delegated to go to this trader out there, because at least be safe, and getting some sort of holding comes better than getting none. Yep, he's been tasked there, but he looks like not properly being retasked. So the longbowman moving around this direction, trying to intercept that trader once again, but he's still going the same path. Now he's being retasked, and it will be retasked to his death. And now we do have the Military Wing Master Smiths, which will give us Age 2 Blacksmith research for free. So he won't get the melee or range armor immediately. And once he gets that research, probably a good idea to go for not only for the veteran horsemen, but also for the whatchamacallit, camel lancers for the extra armor on his units, extra armored units. Longbowman can only get a 7 damage to this age, and he'll be immediately up to 6 range armor on them. Got a very good number of longbowmen here. Welcome, my last replay for tonight. My voice is starting to go out again. Still recovering from bug. Going for some various level 1 blacksmith research. I also got the Bedouin skirmishers being queued on up. Cancel the age up. Get those skirmishers going, but it's probably not a great idea. He can actually get another Bedouin skirmisher as well, so he rolled 3 Bedouin skirmishers. Force him around. Longbowman's trying to intercept. We do have some English farms on the field. He's not touched a deer.
هيا بنا. أنصتوا. تحركوا أيها الجنود. سأفعل. عند إشارتي سيروا.
Let's get a good amount of free research now complete. Bedouin horsemen research of the way. Bedouin skirmishers also deployed on the field. It should automatically age, level up with age, I'm pretty sure.
من يريد الموت؟
A little bit of health, a little bit of damage. Nope, just actually... Actually, no, he doesn't have the +1 range damage, so they get extra health and extra damage. No armor. King's Palace now being deployed on out by the English. Horseman starting to engage. He does not have the veteran horseman research just yet, but the extra armor will be very useful. And 4 range armor, able to resist quite a bit extra damage. Closing on in, King's Palace is almost complete. There's King's Palace there. Able to get a good amount of extra arrows in this region as well. Longbowman firing away. Veteran horseman research now complete, so they have 5 range armor. Able to withstand quite a bit of extra damage. I think about 2 damage per arrow from the longbowman, and about 3 damage from... Nope, just 2 damage from the arrows from Townsend as well. Horseman now getting some good damage from those longbowmen. He's trying to focus on the Bedouin skirmishers. No veteran longbowman research. Yes, on this spearman as well. And that horseman does go down. And that horseman will be cleaned on off. Got some good damage there. Now the English player does have 2 town centers, which means he does have an extra villager queue going. We do have more wood trades. 2 Bedouin skirmishers does have 2 dervishes on the field to claim up some relics. And the local doggos gain some bites. That wolf will need to be stopped. Dervish picked up another relic. That will be potentially relic number 3. Horseman charging me forward against wickets there on those longbowmen. So, and now we do have some crossbows now being pulled on field. He's trying to call some camel lancers. Longbowmen are severely wounded. They're starting to go on down. +1 damage onto his town centers, and King's Palace will be very useful to help keep the horsemen at bay. Basically, a 50% damage increase against them. My apologies. Bolognese tier 2 now complete, which of course give him access to faster research speed.
Something to Shaden?
And now we do got all the H2 research for the IU bids when it comes to blacksmith.
On the loaded.
الخيالة مستعدون للأوامر.
أعطني هدفا أصيب.
Bedouin's anti-light damage also is increased from his age up. And will do bonus damage to those spearmen, but of course they're here in small numbers, so they won't really make a big difference. Camel Lancers moving around. Horsemen need to keep their distance still, and now got these Lancers moving around. There's a wall there, but there may be an opening there now. Camel Lancers trying to find some more villagers. Berries being cleaned up there. More Bedouin skirmishers can be pulled on out, as well as get a bit of food. And now got these forces getting hit by those spearmen. Camel Lancers do find an opportunity to gauge on in. We'll get some good damage on some of these villagers. Villagers do get inside the outpost, so it's not super great at the moment. Camel Lancers trying to hit these various backline units. They're going to impact. Horsemen will go down to the spearmen, but the spearmen won't be able to last too long near that outpost. The crossbows getting some good damage there onto those camel lancers as well. All the spearmen have gone down to the outpost. And now Yellow's claimed every single sacred site and has all 5 relics claimed. Which will give Yellow quite a bit of free gold income. Blue right now does only have a slight village advantage. King's Palace is producing, but both Town Center and King's Palace needs more villager queues going. Now we've got the early man-at-arms research for the English player. And transition to mass man-at-arms, looks like. He sells plenty of gold over here to claim.
الفرسان تقدموا أيها الرجال النبلاء.
The spearmen quickly get ripped apart. Does got horsemen there. And our spearmen there as well as crossbows. Camel Lancers engaging these villagers. Those take out a couple of them.
الفرسان أيها الفرسان حافظوا على صفوفكم. على صفوفكم أيها الفرسان. في الحال.
Sorry about that.
يسرني أن أختمك.
Golden Age Tier 3 is now active. Wolf does go down. The avid player may go for economic green growth to age up. He's probably getting pretty close for the maximum discount. Horsemen and Camel Lancers try and charge away forward. Spearmen here, not enough large enough numbers to engage all these horsemen. Got a number of archers in reserve as well. There's a gate. And now do have some Mangonels not deployed by Yellow as well. Blue's going for an outpost there. Oh, we do have the age up. It is for economic wing growth or cultural wing advancement. I just get those two names mixed up. And so you should get some early elite research and maybe we'll get biology out as well. And both of those could be very useful to say the least. Again, I have a bit of time attack, but he's trying to charge way forward. Camel Lancers get quite a bit snared. Also gets catch up by Yellow. Of course, Camel Lancers trying to push way forward through these spearmen. Mangonel does get a decent hit there. Archers firing away. A couple English man-at-arms still in the way. Looks like he does not have armor-clad research. Crossbows taking some hits there. Looks like all the mounted forces do go down. Probably should have waited for the elite research to complete, because that would have really given a powerful power spike. He did not get a timing attack there. Got a couple villagers here also throwing some arrows. These villagers may go down. Now we do have the infantry support, increased armor of nearby infantry armor of nearby camel units, from the nearby camel units. That would be very useful for the elite archers if you mix in some of the other, say the Bedouin swordsmen. Bedouin swordsmen, I believe, do bonus damage versus light melee, I think. We're going to get a bit of a spear brace there. Archers trying to push their way forward. Camel Lancers are taking some fire. Still got a good number of crossbows on the back line. Archers push their way forward as well. They should be very effective. They are elite archers, but no incendiary arrows at the moment. That has some more increased range armor. Now, of course, the castle's now pulled on out. Archers trying to counterattack, getting some good damage there. English player is now going for some armor clad, getting up to 8 armor on its man at arms. These elite archers will have 11 damage before incendiary arrows, so his damage output will be about 5. Yeah, just 3 damage per arrow. Incendiary arrows will be helpful in counteracting that. Now it does get Mamluk's bravery, which does give him some increased capabilities as they start making kills. For archers, it'll give them plus 25% damage and movement speed by 25%, which will help those individual units be able to punch through the man-at-arms armor a bit better. Ambulance is now engaging the man-at-arms. Each player just streaming in more man-at-arms and crossbows. The longer games will go on, the more of a technology advantage this opponent will have. He does have all his range and armor upgrades. A bit of melee armor wouldn't hurt as well to help him engage the main arms a little bit better. Now I've got a Magnol being pulled on out by the Ayubibs. He does throw some more torches onto this archer range. More Camel Lancers now ready to charge their way forward. Get some good damage there. Archers have to focus on those crossbows. Camel Lancers can, of course, gauge those man-at-arms no problem. He does have quite a bit of gold stored up. May want to eye for incendiary arrows. Man-at-arms are going to get overrun by the elite camel archers. The camel lances do offer pretty good armor when they're nearby those infantry units. They can be up to 11 armor. In comparison, these man-at-arms do only have 13 damage, so when they're near infantry, they will actually basically take no damage from the man-at-arms. In fact, if they get +1, yeah, they will take 2 damage per strike. Each player is very far from aging up. At this point in time, the Wineguard Palace would probably be very good if you're finding more and more camel units, because the Wineguard footmen do bonus damage versus cavalry. in which a heavy melee unit like that could be very useful, and then Vanguard Rangers will help them range out those archers, since they're basically, I think they're a 9-range longbowmen,
المنجنيق
and they started at the elite status as well.
أنصتوا إلى الأوامر يا رجال.
Maganel there, good dervish healing.
أيها الجنود.
Ishbar does have enough, almost enough resources to age up. Now he does. Decision time. We'll probably go to the Berkshire Castle. Yep, to help provide coverage on this region as well to get that gold income. Asking 35 villagers to collect it to build it. Right now the English player is spending quite a bit to age up. Will not be able to get any elite resources anytime soon as well. So I think the Vanguard Palace would be better, because you don't require the elite research to get those elite units out. As well as you can get more specialized units to be a bit more effective against counter against his bonus current composition. But for more of the unique Maganel, which of course does get an incendiary barrage, which is good versus structures. But less so against outposts, since most of the rounds will miss. Here's supposed to be abandoned these farms. He's basically out of wood back here. Doesn't have many villagers. It does have a decent amount of villagers on wood. Going from closures to now. And it's also going to be captured up by yellow once again. We do not have incendiary arrows researched by the Ayabid. No elite research by the English player just yet. This one time, he may just want to eye to max out his population in man-at-arms. And then trying to go save up some elite research. That's about the Berkshire Castle. And for more of the Maganels, which should also be effective versus those against those crossbows. King's Palace is starting to take massive fire. Literally. The farm's also being splashed down as well. Spring Gold being upgraded or being put up after the Rolling Shoulders triggers. But does not have the siege works just yet. Massive hits there on those farms. Which is a bit of a loss for the English player. Even though they're dirt cheap, he still needs those farms. Doesn't have a lot of wood in reserve. Springall's now trying to engage those Maganels. There's the elite man-at-arms research for the English player. Now so they're still taking massive damage. Now set ablaze. Here goes the town center. Got 4 landmarks down. Third one's right here, and of course the Berkshire Castle itself is right up here. Providing some fire support on these forces. The English player does need these housing for population space, so he's going to be a popcat soon. More the farms started going down. He's going to need to task a large number of villagers onto wood. Archers slowly being picked off. He does have a good number of archers. More of the English farms is being burned down. That's all taking some hits. English player does gain elite crossbow research, trying to build some more housing. Losing more housing. Not leaving these Mangonels exposed. Does not have any horsemen overrun them either. Mangonel gets a great fall there on the archers. They're not paying attention. Does lose a couple Mangonels. Takes out that mill. Council Hall will go down, just leaving the Berkshire Castle as the last bastion. Going for the Nevercrook Citadels now. Spearman pushing the way forward to his opponent's base. Spearman now trying to engage the sacred site. Will take out the Dervish. There's too many archers in this region. Another round of archers do go down there. Take the opportunity to engage now. Archers do take some hits there. Mangonel's way up there, burning down more of the English farms. English player does have 31 villagers on food, 30 villagers on wood, and 32 villagers on gold. David player a bit more mixed. Yellow's not eyeing for a keep here. Always pull out some trebuchets from the Berkshire Castle. Berkshire Castle getting some damage. All Yellow needs to do is destroy this Berkshire Castle and he wins. Though not being tasked to repair the Berkshire Castle, it's going to be one massive conflict. Mangonels do go down there. Blue has one Mangonel here trying to hit these archers. Yellow has a significant force in the field, and Yellow is overrunning all of the English forces. Berkshire Castle has been fully repaired. Those villagers abandoning the region. Berkshire Castle will provide some good fire support with 20 extra arrows. But these Camel Lancers will have 11 ranged armor, so these extra arrows will do 3 damage each, so not a lot of damage. The Berkshire Castle likely get torched down by the camels. These players on a 6 military units trying to go for more spearmen. Villagers have been passed outside the Berkshire Castle, and Blue does back the game. It's Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. As I mentioned beforehand, my voice is starting to go out again, so everyone, I'm going to have to call it early today. So everyone, thank you for watching, have a good evening, and get some good rest.